Okay, this video is going to show you how to finish up your tiny house design, which just means adding some furniture and then creating a rendered image. So the first thing I'm going to do is on floor plan view, I'm going to hide my ceiling. So I'm going to just right click and say hide. And now we still have the half ceiling. If you remember in my view, or in my tiny house, I had, here, let me go to the orbit view. I had a loft. So basically I created a ceiling here that would give me what looks like a loft. So now if that's my bedroom up there, ignore that it says bathroom through the ceiling. That's just showing what's below. So you can just add a bed here. And I'm not sure if they're going to have any beds without the actual bed, so all we're looking for is a mattress. Actually, turns out if I type in mattress, there's one mattress, so I'm going to put this up here. Obviously, this is a longer loft than we need. That's rotating the ceiling. Shoot, and now I clicked on this. So I'm going to come down here and click the bed. Now it automatically places everything down on what it knows to be the floor, which is the ground level. If you want this to float up on top of here, you have to know, first of all, how high this ceiling is. So I'm going to click on that so that I remember. The lift, which is the height off the ground, is 7.6. So now if I make this bed 7.6 off the ground, actually is putting, as you can see, the bed at the same level as the ceiling. So I guess you need to know how thick the ceiling itself is too. So I'm going to click on the ceiling so that I know that. 7 inches. So if you add 7 inches to that, I'm afraid, let's look at the orbit view, that might actually have put the bed. Oh no, that's right. Okay. So now if you want to rotate that, I'd rather do it on the floor plan view. And I'm going to put my head up at the wall there. And now it automatically changed the height back down to what it was. Maybe get it located where you want and then change the lift. There we go. And you know what? I'm going to nudge this off the wall so that I can imagine there's a shelf here. And maybe I change the length of the ceiling because I think, or the loft, because I think it's quite a bit longer than we need. Okay, so that's all we need to do for the loft. Now I'm going to hide the ceiling for now and hide my what looks like floating bed. And now you can add the components in here. So you know how to add components. You can add a couch for the living room, add some kitchen components. I do want to say this, if you're going to add kitchen components, you may need to change, or most likely need to change, the depth of the kitchen cabinet so that it's not quite so deep. Actually, I wonder if you could even put one of these in there. Yeah. The lift for some reason is 3'3". I'm not sure why it thinks we would want that to be floating, so I'm going to change that to 0. And then you can add windows if you haven't done so already. And that's it. Add everything that you think that you could possibly add with the skills that you have now. So if you don't know how to add a ladder for stairs, that's fine. If instead of a ladder, you wanted actual stairs, there are actually some that could work. If you look, here's a very narrow stair. This one actually has storage underneath. You obviously wouldn't want to do a spiral. That would waste some space. You could even just pick one of these and change the size of it. If you look, this says that it's 2'8" wide. You could just make those narrower. Maybe this without the rail. Oh, no, that has a railing, but and so on. So these are the decisions that I leave up to you. And then I would like one rendered image from the 3D view so that it actually can show your loft as well, which I have hidden right now. So I added the stairs that had the storage underneath, and I had to change the size quite a bit. As you can see, I made it only 2 feet wide, which is quite narrow for a set of stairs, but this is a tiny house. Because we weren't going so high, it was only going up 7 feet 6 inches to the loft. I could then change the length as well, decrease the length. So they sort of fit in there. Now, as a way to check, you're going to want to turn your ceiling back on. So if I right click in this area and say show all, I get both ceilings. I'm going to hide this big one, the one that goes over the whole length, because you obviously want your stairs to end right at the loft if you chose to put stairs instead of a ladder. The other problem that I can see, and you can see it from this view, is that our kitchen cabinet is actually going into the loft. And you can tell that because you can see the kitchen cabinet through the ceiling here. Back here, if I give you this view, you can see it sort of going up and into there. So that's not ideal. That's something that you could change the different countertop or type of kitchen so you don't have it already set, or just go with it for now and get the layout done. This is where I was going to add a table, a couch. I think I had a kitchen counter over here. So that's the kind of stuff you can add now. Once you're done, please refer back to the rendered image video. You should already know how to do that though, so hopefully you don't need to watch the video. And just as a reminder, you just click render here. And that's it. I'm looking forward to seeing your tiny house creations.